Hi. I like to think I'm a decent guy, a decent husband. Last Christmas, I bought my wife a very nice present. Well, she actually bought it with her U.S. Bank checking account that she funds with her piano music royalties, etc., etc. But I gave my cheeriest approval. The best Christmas present for me is when Glenda buys a really good one for herself, and I'm off the hook. I was so happy and relieved. And let me repeat, it was a very nice present. One that I would never purchase, jewelry. True, legitimate jewelry from a real jewelry store, not the kind I buy her from Walmart. So you can imagine how distraught I became just a few weeks after New Year when Glenda started talking about special presents for her upcoming historic birthday. Whoa, wait. That jewelry present was good for Christmas, 70th birthday, and every anniversary until our 50th. Didn't we have a deal? Didn't we sign a contract? She needed a bracelet to match her Christmas present, and it would be the last present she would ever ask for. Yeah, married 47 years, and she's decided I'm a total idiot. Enough is enough. My conscience was clear. I wasn't bending on this. No jewelry. In fact, no present. I may be stupid, but I'm not an idiot. Then, one morning, a few weeks before her birthday, I was walking down our front stairs, just an ordinary day, when a picture at the bottom of the stairs reached out to me. It is an enlarged copy of the music program from a concert back in our college days, where Glenda had been a soloist. I'd come across the program several years ago and enlarged and framed it because it was a very special event that meant so much to me. I wanted to look at that program over and over for the rest of my life, and I have, but this day I looked a little closer. Rachmaninoff, Glenda Brittenham, Friday, May 21st, 1971. In just a few short weeks, it would be the 50th anniversary. Wow, this demands special attention. I must admit, the crack in my conscience split wide open. This anniversary deserves a special present. It's a lot more important than a present for getting older. Okay, this anniversary is deserving of the last piece of jewelry Glenda will ever ask for. But how am I going to do this? First, the blood flows cold through my veins. No birthday present, but I will tell her to have faith. The anniversary is coming. Of course, she'll think I'm talking about our wedding anniversary in August. When it comes to presents, Glenda is still a child. August is like forever away. She kept saying she could be dead by then. I kept telling her to have faith. The anniversary may come faster than she thinks. And so, family and good friends, this is how it came to be that we were all together on May 21st, 2021. Now it's time to get serious. Well, not real serious, just a little bit more serious. Tonight I want to tell you a story, actually three. The first is about the Monty and Audrey Brittenham family. The second is about their youngest daughter, Glenda. And the third is a love story between Glenda and the smartest guy at Joplin High School in September 1967, that being the month I first asked Glenda out for a date. Before I get to the stories, I want to eliminate any suspense about the reason for our gathering tonight. On this date, May 21st, 50 years ago, Glenda played the third movement of the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 2 with the University of Missouri Orchestra. You might ask, so what's so special about a school concert? Well, value is in the heart of the beholder. In my heart, that night was a very big deal. Tonight, I want to tell Glenda and share with her family and close friends exactly how big a deal that has been to me for the last 50 years. When I was a little boy, I discovered that my father had lettered in both football and basketball at the University of Missouri. My grandmother, Dorothy Austin, had a scrapbook with a big picture from the Kansas City Times of Dad throwing a big pass against KU, and an article telling how a new star, my dad, had a great game. From that day on, my dream was to play football at Missouri. I wore number 23, just like Dad, from Pee Wee at the Y through high school. And when my dream came through, I wore 23 as a freshman, just like Dad had 28 years before. But that pretty much where my dream ended. I never went on to throw touchdowns against KU or ever play much on the varsity. At the same time I was learning about my dad, across town there was a little 7-year-old girl who was already a budding piano prodigy. She had copied her big sister's piano playing and started playing music before she could read. Monty and Audrey Brittenham were two very proud parents of extraordinary young pianists. Monty, Audrey, Gloria, and Glenda would dress up for the recitals and take the pictures full of smiles, excitement, and fun. Through grade school, junior high, and high school, the Brittenham family enjoyed Gloria and Glenda's recitals, spirit-filled church hymns, and lives full of music. They didn't have a large home, but they made space for 2 pianos because the Brittenham girls made great music together. Our junior year in high school, I asked out that cute piano player. Halfway through my root beer at the Dog and Suds drive-in, I knew this girl needed very special consideration. My grandfather had enjoyed my grandmother Florence's piano talents, so it was really cool when my girlfriend played too. We had a piano bench full of Florence's sheet music, but as Glenda loves to tease me, the first time I bought sheet music for a popular tune, it was the last because she didn't need it. She closed the music and played it by ear. Glenda and Gloria were the first of the Brittenham and West families to go to college. Glenda's sophomore year, she headed to the State University. I like to think I had something to do with that. In fact, I'm pretty sure. It didn't take long for the music department to recognize a special talent. She was very much at home and flourished. Which brings us to her sophomore year, 1971. The music department had a spring concert featuring the orchestra and 6 instrumental soloists. There were very competitive auditions. Only 2 pianists would be selected. A sophomore would not have much of a chance, but Glenda's professor encouraged her to try. After her audition, she didn't stick around to see who won. She is not fond of rejection to this day. When her name was announced in her absence, her music friends ran over to her house and gave her the news. Wow, this must be a big deal. The evening of May 21st, 1971 was magical. I'll never forget how wonderful Glenda was. It was also transforming because that night she gave me the gift of a lifetime, a love for classical music. As I look at the title of the program, University of Missouri, Department of Music, University Symphony Orchestra, in my mind, I see beside it the young Brittenham family picture that now hangs in our kitchen. Monty and Audrey so proud, so loving, dressed up for their young girl's spring piano recital, And now that little girl playing the great Rachmaninoff piano concerto with the University of Orchestra. How magnificent. In the bottom corner of the frame program, I taped the small article from the Joplin Globe about Glenda's performance. I found it recently when going through the family papers. Note that there are 10 copies. Can't you see Monty buying 10 copies of the Globe? Several years later, after we were married, Mom gave me the Rachmaninoff album with Arthur Rubinstein that my sister Linda had purchased to prepare for the concert. I listened to it over and over and over. It probably drove Glenda crazy. The more I heard it, the more I loved it. To this day, after listening to all the concertos of the greats, Rock 2 is my absolute favorite. The story of the Brittenham family is heartwarming. Glenda and Gloria brought happiness to Monty and Audrey to the end of their lives. And the sisters continue to this day, uplifting hearts and souls with their church duets.
As a mother, my heart beats with joy each and every time I see them play. I recognize what a privilege it is, and I am thankful. I can truly feel the presence of the Lord and the Holy Spirit's anointing that reaches out to others, and I can hardly sit in my seat. These girls were both dedicated to God when they were babies. I knew they were blessed. How, I may not know, but I knew. And I knew that God had given them talent beyond measure. Their gift was special and from God. He had a plan for their lives. They grew up knowing this. They grew up knowing this because they had been told that it was God's gift and that it was to be used for His glory. It is with joy and grateful hearts, and yes, pride, that Monty and I are happy to share our girls and their talent. Through all these many years, they have known our love for them and for music. They are special to us. They are the joy of our lives. They are special in many ways, and we can only praise God and say, to God be the glory. Great things He has done.
Glenda's story is great. Each day, her love of music fills her life and all those around her with special joy. I don't need to show a video clip here. Just go to YouTube and run a search. And the love story? My childhood dream that the Austin family would have another Missouri Tiger star did come true. It just wasn't on the gridiron. It came with the girl I married. Now, next comes the part of this little speech, which again, Audrey would say, I get pitiful. It may require several takes, but I am determined. Take one. If I lived my life over 1,000 times. Cut. Take 10. If I lived my life over 1,000 times, and each time I had the choice. Take 35. If I lived my life over 1,000 times, and before each I had the choice to throw touchdown passes to beat KU or marry the girl who played the Rachmaninoff concerto, every time I would choose the cute little girl who became the love of my life. Well, maybe once, after 10 or so lifetimes, I would have to choose being the football star. But thereafter, I would know with absolute certainty that personal glory is no match for a lifetime with a partner you love with all of your heart. We did it, babe. Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Monica here. Hi, Glenda. Congratulations on the 50th anniversary of your big night. I am so excited to be wearing the beautiful dress you wore that night. But it's time to get down to business. The reason for this whole affair. The present, baby. I made this video just in case that cheapskate David thought throwing this surprise party meant he didn't have to buy you the big present. You know, that was the reason for the big surprise. How quickly that cheapskate forgets. So, Glenda, I have a speech too. It has been an honor and great delight to stand beside you as you made all your YouTube videos, Facebook Live performances, and compose new music. I even love to listen to you practice over and over and over and over the accompaniments for the voice lessons. We are true kindred spirits. And so, Glenda, I have decided to share with you some of my jewelry. I am wearing it tonight. It is on my wrist. And now it is all yours. With all my love and affection, Monica, I love you, baby. P.S. I do think it is right, though. This present is good for your birthday, tonight, and all the anniversaries until number 50. It's only fair, baby. Bye-bye.